I love this week's conversation about content and being intentional of what you're posting. For those who don't know me, I run Deborah Mitchell Media Associates, and I work with clients to help them use video to tell their story, to get a presence online, and make money and become successful in their business. So, video. Last week, I talked about how you can use your video in it and in your selling, and you can use it because it's informative and entertaining for the audience. They love it. It establishes brand awareness and allows you to stay competitive in a cost-effective way. Video is good for the budget. It's great for the budget because it can be repurposed, as you said. It's available to anyone, anytime, in any place, 24/7, and it lives online and promotes your brand forever. So it's a built-in sales and marketing team. So people need to think of it that way. Effective video content requires planning, strategy, and targeted distribution to reach your audience. And that's what you all have been talking about. So I'm going to talk about a strategic video marketing campaign, which caters to each stage of the consumer purchasing journey, leveraging your video storytelling to build relationships, drive business growth, and ultimately convert your audience into customers. So let's get started with the process, the phases. The video marketing journey begins at the awareness stage. And I like to say when you're dating, it's like the nice to meet you stage. It's the introduction. So people are just getting to know you. Short form video is great for this. You're introducing yourself and your value proposition. People will automatically go to your website. So this is a good place for you to have maybe a 60-second sizzle reel, which highlights who you are, your services, and how you can help solve their problem. So like I said, short form video is good for this, Instagram reels, YouTube shorts, and maybe 30-second videos where you can give quick tips and answer trend industry questions. The next phase is the consideration interest stage, where the audience might think, I like you, but I want to get to know you a little better. So you try to deepen your audience connection and showcase your expertise. I'd say longer form video, maybe a minute 30 to 10 minutes is good for this. You can post it on LinkedIn, Instagram. It's a great time for you to maybe show the behind the scenes of your work, what you're doing. Maybe you can interview an industry expert just so people can know what you're doing. And client testimonials, great for that. The next stage is the desire stage. So the audience still wants to collect more information. They like you, but they still have a couple of questions. So this is perfect for live streaming. That's my wheelhouse. You can have a longer length of time to stream on several platforms, YouTube, X, Facebook. What we're doing now, this is the perfect live stream. So, and you can invite guests on to talk about what you're doing. If people have questions, they can address you in real time. You continue to dig deeper and tell them information about your company. I think that long form live streaming is one of the best ways, because once the live stream is over, you can repurpose the content into shorter snippets for other social media platforms. And again, it lives on forever. I mentioned YouTube earlier. If you're streaming on YouTube, it's the second largest search engine. So you need a place in YouTube University. Anytime someone's trying to figure out anything, tutorial, educational, they go right to YouTube. So it's a great place for you to live stream on and establish yourself as a YouTube teacher. And finally, you have the decision phase. That's where the person looking, the audience, probably is going to sign with you, but you might need to give them a little bit of nudge. They like you, they like what they've seen, you've brought them in. So the next step is to just show them more about what you can do. It's another great place for testimonials. Give video where you're showing case studies about what you've done so you can show your success there. And hopefully this will help close the deal. It's not hard, it's intentional. You have to plan and strategize at the different phases of the customer journey. So this is where calendars come in handy. I'll talk about that another time, but have a calendar and plan it out. I'm going to leave you with a few actionable takeaways. Like I said, repurpose your content across the platforms, no matter how long the video is. Live stream is great for snippets, but just use it over and over in different places. Optimize the videos, which is what you all just said, by using relevant keywords in your titles and descriptions. And collaborate with other thought leaders to expand your audience reach and build relationships. So those guests that you invite onto your live stream, you're going to be getting to their audience too. And finally, track and analyze the video. Why put it out there if you don't know how it's doing? You all talk about this all the time. You have to know it. So a video content marketing campaign can actually help you build relationships, drive your business growth, and ultimately convert your audience into customers. And if you have any questions, you can call me. You can try and do it yourself, but call me, set up an appointment, and we can get it done. What do y'all think? I get an applaud from Mia.
Deborah, that was awesome, awesome, awesome. We love it. We love that customer journey. It's so important for people to understand the customer journey and video throughout the customer journey. What a better way to really make sure that they're building that know, like, trust factor, right? Because they see you, they hear you, they understand your mannerisms, they know your laugh. It's this real connector of things. So yeah, I love that. Mike, Andrea?
I loved it. I loved it. So my feedback or my question is, I love that you separated, the lengths of videos for different purposes. But how polished should these videos be? That's my question.
Oh, well, again, you should always have good audio. So that's important. Nice lighting, and it's the content. So I think that it's your brand that you're putting out there. So you do want to look good. So I would say yes, that's a part of it. It doesn't have to be studio perfect, but you're putting your name out there, your brand out there. So you do want to have certain things look very good.
Great. And my observation is just at the end when you're saying, work with someone like yourself. Just want to bring home that point that, you said all the things that we do on this show, and there's this behind the scenes that we do, and that's where you can help, right? Because a show needs a design. As you said, if you're starting with longer form content, you want to be very specific about how you're doing that recording so that you can chop it up. So just to give everyone an example, in the show, we designed the show in a way to have segments so that we could cut easily and say the hot topics is a short form video, the go beyond the like section is a longer form video, etc. So that's how that works in practice. Great stuff, Deborah. Thank you.
Oh, great. See you later.
I love it. I love it. I love how you were able to be very practical with your examples in terms of very specific. 30 seconds is this. 30 seconds is this type of video. The longer form content is 30 to 90 minutes. I think that's the takeaway that business owners like myself, I had to learn video. I learned video through being on this show. But even before, when you're still trying to figure out what to do, these actionable takeaways are just that. They're very actionable. I could see business owners taking their notes today and say, oh, let me do a 30 seconds today and introduce myself to my audience and post it or share it in my mailing list. I love that part because video is very confusing for people who it's not their wheelhouse. And especially if people are very anxious about doing video or anxious about putting themselves out there. These tips were really good. And so my question to you is, as I said, the anxious part, what is your advice for people who feel that level of anxiety when they think about video? What are some tips that you give when, to address anxiety and nervousness of being on video?
Oh, well, there's different parts that anxiety can come in, whether it's deciding what to talk about, how you're going to appear on camera, when to post. So if it's about being on camera, I would suggest that you practice, obviously off camera. You could actually practice on camera, videotape yourself on your phone, flip it around, do a selfie, talk to yourself on the phone. There are different tools that are out there that can actually help you be more comfortable. They have little teleprompters that you could actually write out your script, and then you can read it while you're on camera and no one can tell that you're reading. So that's just a little hack that you could use to just make you feel a little bit more comfortable talking and having the words flow. But again, it's all practice. Nothing, this is not natural. Some people are naturals. They can just do it, but it does take practice. So that's what I would say. Just take your time, practice, start by shooting shorter form videos and then work your way into longer form video.